Is being a tall girl unattractive? I'm taller than most men and taller than every woman I have met. I feel like a giant and IDK if you guys like it or not. Do you not like tall girls in a relationship? Taller than you? To some guys. Yes. To some guys. No. To some guys. It doesn't matter. As with most physical attributes, different people have different preferences. Nope. Legs that go on forever is where it's at. My girlfriend is taller than me. She's pretty great. And everything is excellent. Also, her boobs are close to my eye level, which is just fantastic. No. If you're tall, date me. My wife is taller than I am. Tall girls are the greatest. Never bothered me. Most girls are the ones who have issue, since they like their men being taller. I'm about 2 inches taller than my wife, and she basically got rid of any shoes with heels that made her taller than me. I'm 6'1" and dated a girl taller than me once. She wore heels. One of my finer memories is from that night. Tall girls are awesome. Heat rises and therefore you are hotter than most women. No. Tons of men lust after tall women. There's a reason we still see tons of death by SNU jokes. Even though that episode of Futurama aired more than a decade ago, possibly 2. But I'm not ready to accept him that old. If you can love a shorter man, a shorter man can love you. If you two love each other, who gives a shit what the rest of the world thinks? It's just insecurity disguised as societal expectations. I see by your other post that you're 5'7". That's not tall. That's a pretty normal height. I was thinking you meant like 6'4" or something. No. It's like any other physical attribute. Some people like it and others don't. I'm an extremely tall man and I find really tall women incredibly attractive. I love you. Some guys will feel intimidated, but I would say the majority would be totally fine with it. The taller guys actually like the taller girls in my experience. Commenting as a short girl, we see you beautiful gazelles walk past elegantly on your endless legs. And sigh wistfully. Tall women are hot to me. Legs for days. I am 6 tall and went on dates with 2 different women who were 6'1". The only issue of insecurity on my side was that I wondered if it bothered her that I was shorter than she was. I honestly prefer women that are stronger, bigger or taller than myself, but it's taboo to admit. Life is hard and scary. We want to feel safe too. Tall chicks can be totally sexy and attractive for sure. It's more likely to be a problem from the girl's perspective than the guy's. Many guys are fine with dating a girl taller. But it seems like most women feel the need to have a man taller than them at the least. If that's you, then you're gonna cut a good majority of the male population as possible partners. Even as a 6'3" male. I've dated girls almost eye level with me. Wasn't a big deal. On a rank of dating preferences, height usually isn't the first on the list. Everyone has their preferences as far as who they like. As a male who is 6'5", everyone is short to me. Just keep your options open and someone who loves the fact you are tall will definitely come along. Not necessarily. The overall preference from both sides is for man taller than the woman. For pretty much any girl, some guy will be interested in what she's selling. Whether that guy is of interest to her becomes the sticking point. Speaking strictly for myself, a girl being taller than me is not an automatic disqualification. A woman being taller than me does not make a girl unattractive. It doesn't guarantee I'll find her attractive though. Be attractive. Don't be unattractive. No. Guys often love tall girls even if they're intimidated by them. In reality, if the tall girl can subtly acknowledge she doesn't care or value men's height, that guy won't care either. No. Being an unattractive tall girl is unattractive. Nope, but it's dependent on the guy. Some guys are insecure, but a lot of men love a long-legged woman. No. I've always been with shorter to medium height women. Being with a woman who is as tall or taller than me, I'm 5 feet 12, is probably one of my top 3 fantasies. I personally prefer short girls. But there are plenty of guys who like tall girls. There will always be guys who find you attractive and guys who don't. So don't worry about it. Some men are wusses with Napoleon complexes. Avoid them. I like tall women. Bonus points if they solidly built. No. Not by itself. Nah. Depends on the person. I'm tall. So I only ever got the chance to date a relatively tall girl once. I was young. So of course I messed it up. In a different life I would have loved to have dated a woman taller than me. Taller the better. Wish I was taller so the tall girls were into me. They so damn fine. Tall man like tall woman. It really depends on the rest. I have seen some girls a head taller than me whom I found quite cute. Yes. I prefer a girl that is just as tall as I am or slightly smaller. But a taller girl wouldn't be even close to being a deal breaker. I'm 6 feet 2. Bring on the tall ladies. Legs for days. No. I'm tall and never had issues with that while dating. I find it attractive. Not at all. It might just be a little intimidating as guys assume if you're tall, they must be even taller to be attractive to you. Guys simply think you'll reject them if they aren't tall enough. That's the only problem. Height in itself is not a problem at all. It can even be quite attractive. Nope. Tall women aren't unattractive at all. My ex was 6 feet 2, I'm 5 feet 9, and it was pretty damn great. I could relate in a different way. I'm 5 feet 5 male. And am a little insecure about being too short to date. But to answer your question, I definitely don't have issues with my future GF being tall, especially taller than me. There are tall attractive girls and tall unattractive girls. Just like there are short attractive girls and short unattractive girls. If you are attractive, being tall doesn't take away from it. Absolutely not. Just don't slouch too much. Hell fucking no, it's not unattractive. But I love tall girls, so I'm probably a little bit biased. It's not that it's unattractive. It just makes some men insecure. And that insecurity does come from them thinking women think shorter men are unattractive. It's a vicious cycle. Different men are into different things about a woman's figure and face. Some will like small girls. Others will be kinda sorta very into tall girls. Many others won't care that much either way because they're more interested in other aspects. If you're otherwise reasonably presentable, I can absolutely guarantee that there will be guys out there who are into your look. Every physical characteristic of a person is attractive to some people and unattractive to others. Don't be so hard on yourself. More than plenty of guys in the world are attracted to taller women. Just need to look for guys that are also tall or guys confident enough to not care if their GF is taller than them.